Welcome to the mainstream. I am Simran Shiwalkar, and today we are at the second edition of Emerge Tech, the Multicity Roadshow brought to you by the mainstream. I have with me Mr. Srinivas Chandrala. He is the Director of Enterprise Application Engineering at GE Healthcare. Srinivas, thank you once again for joining me today and being a part of this conference.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. How has your experience been so far in terms of the agenda, the discussion that's happening? If you could tell our audience a bit about it.
Sure. First of all, thank you for inviting me to this event. I think it's definitely going to be a great event. There are a lot of emerge tech related elements that are being discussed. There are quite interesting roundtable conferences as well. To start with, there's one conference talking about the wellness in healthcare. I think that was definitely an interesting one. So I'm looking forward for the rest of the discussions as well.
Fantastic. And nextly, Srinivas, today's theme being future ready leadership with emerging technologies. Today, a lot of every day there's a new technology making buzzwords and making headlines with AI, cybersecurity, quantum. How do you think these technologies are having that influence when it comes to business operations and efficiency?
Absolutely. So I think yes, like you rightly said, there have been a lot of buzzwords that's around the world right now, and AI being I think that is one of the leading buzzword. It has been in existence for quite some time, but I think now it has picked up the momentum given the fact that its functionalities and features have expanded to a great level. I think that's the reason leaders across the organizations are double clicking on each of those features and understanding how would that actually help their organization to grow. In this journey, I think the leaders definitely have to be up to date on what the technology is and how it has to be organically used. So it could actually also be the purpose of why we intended to use it, but at the same time they have to be very careful on how it can be utilized into the industry that they intend to, and at the same time security plays a very important role. At the end of the day, it's the human that inputs the AI tools and products. So I think the data that goes into it plays a vital role.
Absolutely. And lastly, Srinivas, if you could highlight or throw some light on some key recommendations for businesses these days to elevate their operational efficiency or even cyber resiliency for that matter, coming in from a leader's perspective, if you could share a bit about it.
So I think, like I said, the first and foremost in terms of cyber security, right? The technologies and the tools that the organizations are selecting, it has to be thorough proof of concepts that has to be performed to see if it fits their industry and their applications that they intended to use it. That's one. And two, the amount of data that actually goes into AI is what the outcome is, what actually the industries utilize, right? So the data security plays a very major role. Being coming from a healthcare organization, healthcare industry, data plays utmost care because we deal with patients' data. So I think the trust factor is another thing leaders across has to consider before going ahead with any of the AI technology that is currently available.
Awesome. Now, because you also said about healthcare, Microsoft just launched Dragon, the co-pilot version. If how do you think these technologies are making a change or making a shift, and what would be the future of healthcare when we talk about in terms of emerging technologies like AI or Gen AI for that matter? If you could highlight on that.
Yeah, I think Microsoft launching the Dragon, I think they did it at the right time, given the boom and the buzz that's happening around AI. And coming from Microsoft, right, I think one advantage probably organizations would see is there are a lot of other Microsoft products and technologies organizations are already using it. I think one benefit they would be having is the trust factor on how would that work would already been established. Right. And the integration across those products and technologies like Teams or Outlooks and everything, I think that would be really easy for the organizations to adopt. I would say that's definitely a first advantage to Microsoft. And being a leader in that industry, I'm sure replicas of that or parallel AI processes would also come up. But again, I think whoever is the first collaborator of this and first usage of that, I think would definitely get a major advantage.
Wonderful. Srinivas, thank you once again for being so candid and joining us today. While we conclude this session, I definitely look forward to connecting with you again.
Thank you. Thank you so much.